See, I swear our intro gen just doesn't work when we want it to. So I think what's going to happen is when it doesn't work in the future, like we're recording right now, is I think we just we'll start singing it ourselves.
Okay, I was going to suggest the same thing.
I'll start beatboxing, and then and then you can do all the melody music. But yeah, it's not loving us, so we can get started though.
I hate
okay. Let's just remind people who we are. We're Ready by Action. This is Monday, May 20th of the year 2024. I'm Jen Jones. I'm joined tonight by Stefan and Eric, and we're just going to run through some of our picks. We had a bit of a brutal weekend, but you know what? I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on it. A little quick recap on the projections that we had from last week, and then we're going to dive into future picks. But how y'all feeling? This weekend was tough.
Brutal. I went to the Nuggets game last night, and like it was kind of an impromptu situation going to that game. I wasn't going to go. I really thought the Nuggets would win. They didn't. So I had two teams knocked out in 24 hours, the Avalanche and the Nuggets. And then, yeah, we didn't have an amazing sports betting weekend. But you know what? We had a really killer week, like the week leading up to it. So we're still like coming out ahead. In the world of sports betting, you can't complain if you're coming out ahead units, which is definitely where we're at over the last week. So.
Yeah, betting's a bit like investing, right? It's like when the stock market starts going bananas and people are freaking out, it's okay. It's going to level out. It's a great time to buy. Like you just got to ride the waves, baby. Okay, what about you, Steve? What's your feedback?
Yeah, it was a great weekend as far as not sports stuff is concerned. We had a lot of fun. Eric was in town. It was Jen's birthday. Yeah. We went out and celebrated. Yeah. It was delightful. And then the Avs lost, and then the Nuggets lost, and that's okay. Arsenal, they did their part. They won the game, but Man City beat West Ham despite Mohamed Kudus' bicycle kick goal. That was just incredible. So Arsenal also didn't win. So Man City 4-peats in the Prem, which is ridiculous. At least they won't be able to do a back-to-back treble. They are still alive in the FA Cup. They face Manchester City in about 2 weeks. I don't remember exactly for sure when that is, but we'll have a pick on that play for sure. But overall, like y'all said, not the greatest sports weekend. And I'm a bit bummed because like I'm more of an Avs and Nuggets fan than an NHL and NBA fan.
Yes.
And so for me, sports are kind of done until the Copa America, the Euro 24 kickoff. We might go to a couple Avs games Rapids games or Rockies games, but by and large, it's a break.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. It's all right, I think the thing is we're honest about it. We're going to recap it. We're going to tell you what happened, what went down, and you just go from there. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Do your best.
Golf PGA Championship was a blast to watch. It was great. Like it was high scoring golf, meaning whoever gets the lowest score, but high scoring golf is so much more fun to watch than not. And it was a lot of high scores going on, a lot of low scores, I should say, in the PGA Championship this weekend. So it was fun to watch. And then I'd say the last day of the Premier League was fun for about 25 minutes. That last window, there's about 25 minutes where we're all looking around like maybe something could happen here.
Yeah, it could still be pulled off.
Yeah, Arsenal scored that winner, and then West Ham scored a goal to make it within one, and it got really interesting. But then they called a goal off for West Ham, and Man City was still up by 2 with not enough time left. So that's okay. We move on. That was a great season for Arsenal. No shame in their performance. Champions League yet again.
Totally.
That's good.
All right, well, let's go. Giddy up. Let's talk about our future picks. Let's look to the future. Let's keep it bright and light. Oh, we did also watch the Tom Brady roast, just a total aside. And
nice.
Just know that it's 3 hours of your life, and it's well worth it. I had to break it into 2 because I'm old and I fall asleep after 9 o'clock. So yeah, but it was good. Just if anybody wants something a little spicy and fun to watch, I liked it. Anyways, I could do a dissertation on Tom Brady. I won't do that right now. Stefan, why don't you open it up? I have so many things to say about him. Steve, why don't you talk about or actually, no, walk it back. We're going to start with Eric because he's got
Sure.
picks coming up sooner. What do you got, Eric?
Either way, we just have a couple picks for you. Like Steve said, a slow sports season. I'll keep doing NBA picks. I'm going to take the Pacers +10 versus the Celtics. Celtics will probably ultimately win this series. This just seems like a high number. Pacers are a deep team. There's a reason they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think it's just, I don't know, man. Like I get the Celtics have blown everyone out, but they've been bouncing cupcakes so far, and I don't think the Pacers are a cupcake here. And 10 is a really big number to me. For the Eastern Conference Finals, like no conference finals game should have that kind of spread. So yeah, give me the Pacers in game 1 +10. We're taking the other underdog. I'm going to take the Dallas Mavericks just so straight up win against Minnesota on Wednesday night. Steve's like nervous about it.
Yeah,
you can be nervous. Minnesota's going to win the series, but Minnesota kind of the way they celebrated that game last night was like they just won the NBA title. I think it's going to take them a game to get into this series. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving are pretty hard to stop. Minnesota has the size and the defense and will probably happen. The Mavericks have one of the best offenses in the NBA, so it's going to be a battle. This will not be a sweep by either team, and if you ask me, this would be the game for the Mavericks to steal, and I like it at +150.
Dude, I just jumping in. Those are my favorite kinds of games where it's not a sweep. It's not fun for anybody. I feel like betting is one thing, but just as a spectator, I feel like it's so much better when they have to battle it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the Mavs have like just exceeded expectations. They took care of Oklahoma City, and that was impressive. I think they can use their experience to handle Anthony Edwards like they did with Oklahoma City and their superstars. So.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Sweet. Okay.
Would you be interested in taking the Dallas Mavericks +1.5?
I could take the Mavericks +4, but I like that +150.
Sorry, I'm talking about the series prop.
Oh, the series prop. Interesting. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much. I think Minnesota's pretty dang good. I just like the idea that they're going to take a whole game to get back in, like to get hyped up again.
Right. So do you think Dallas can win 2 games? If you think they're going to win this first one,
yeah, for sure.
Because you can get that at -150. So
Dallas will take one in Minnesota and one in Dallas for sure.
Do you want to make Dallas Mavericks +1.5 an official?
Yeah, we'll do both. I think they'll win tomorrow, and
let's go. Bullying you into putting more on the card.
We'll put.
Why don't we have sound effects yet?
I know we do. Well, it's a bully ball sound effect.
We couldn't even get our intro music to play right. I don't think we're ready for sound effects.
I like to leap before I run. Yeah.
It's a real Monday. It's a real Monday.
It is a real Monday. Look at my eyes. I feel like they're.
I think that's all of us.
Just beaten up today. But it's a good day. All right, cool. Mr. Interjector, what about your picks?
I am going to start with the Europa League
Atalanta.
final. We get to pick against Atalanta. One of my favorite teams to bet on this year is this Atlanta squad. They've been so fun, but they are going against Leverkusen, who have not lost in 49 games now. They just broke the record for one of the top 5 leagues. So looking at England, Germany, Italy, Spain, and then the other big one, I don't remember which one it is. Maybe it's the big 4. But anyway, I'm forgetting one. They've now have the longest unbeaten streak of all of those in history. So incredible season for Leverkusen. They wrapped up the Bundesliga a couple of weeks ago. This is the game that's been circled on their calendar. Atalanta is still fighting for Champions League spots in Serie A, so they haven't been able to rotate their squad. Leverkusen is rested. They're ready to go, and they're just a more talented squad anyway. They've got one of the best coaches in the entire world in Xabi Alonso. That pains me to say because he was part of the Spain team that beat my Wesley Sneijder in the World Cup final back in South Africa. So lots of pain, but he's an incredible coach. And we're going to take Leverkusen on the money line. So I'm not hedging, because hedging would say we've already bet Leverkusen to win this. at plus 120, at plus 300. And now we're taking them again at minus 120. That's how confident I am in this Leverkusen squad. Finally, and that game's on Wednesday, by the way, on Paramount Plus. Next, we've got Cagliari hosting Fiorentina. Cagliari is a bottom quarter team. They are going against Fiorentina, who has been in the Champions League recently. They have been in the Europa League recently. They are used to winning. They still have 2 matches left, and they're fighting for a spot. If Atalanta were to win the Europa League, it would open up an opportunity for Fiorentina to make European soccer for next year if they continue to win. They are an extremely good defensive squad that like to play in the counterattack. I think they get up for this one, end up winning on the road. I think this one ends up being pretty comfortable at halftime. So like this minus 130 quite a bit. And those are my 2 picks for this week until we get back to it on Thursday night, Friday night, Thursday night. I remembered.
Thursday, we got it. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
New schedule or Monday and Thursdays. For now. We might switch it up in the future, but we'll definitely be switching it up
Yeah,
in the
we
future.
definitely, yeah.
For right now, Monday and Thursdays, Chochas, that's where you can find us. And if you're just joining us, this is Ready Bet Action. You can find us anywhere that you stream, like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And you can also find us on X, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Would love some love, a little follow, a recommendation, send our profile to somebody. Whatever you got to do, just get in our good graces, okay? And let's run it back. Let's do a little recap. Eric, do you want to take it off? Take it off.
Yeah, so
Eric, she said take it off.
Take it off.
too much taking it off lately.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. All right.
I'm so excited.
All right, here we go.
What?
I'm gonna take
Taking it off. He said he took it off too
Stones,
much.
glass houses, Dave. You better watch
much.
out, girl.
too much. Yeah, so for my
Reeling it
picks for the NBA, I'm going to take 2 underdogs. I'm going to take the Pacers plus 10. But I'm going to take the Mavericks to straight up win in game 1 versus Minnesota. We're also adding the Mavericks plus 1.5 for the series. So that means the Mavericks, I think they're going to win at least 2 games here. So
Beautiful. Okay, Mr. Take It Off. What else? Not you. The other one. Safe on. What do you got?
Me?
Give us your
Okay.
picks. Yeah.
We're going to go with Leverkusen on the money line. So this is important because it is a championship game. This bet means they win in regulation. They have to win in the 90 minutes. If it goes to extra time, you will lose this bet. If you want to take Leverkusen to win it all, no matter the outcome, you're going to get more like minus 180. And to me, I just like the minus 120 here. And then on Thursday in Serie A, we still have some Italian football left for us. We're going to take Fiorentina on the road to beat Cagliari. And we get that at minus 130.
Beautiful. Yeah, Ready Bet Action. Find us on Monday and Thursdays. We stream live on YouTube if you want to be a cool kid. Otherwise, you can find us on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and X, Instagram, and YouTube, and TikTok. We're on every platform, y'all. Come find us. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. I won't. Maybe I will.
all the
Who knows?
platforms. All of them.
All the platforms.
Here's where we beatbox our way out, though.
Da, 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 da,